Hey, it's Mrs. Eggering. I'm going to teach you how to make Keynote word problems. All right, open up Keynote and tap the plus button. Then you're going to choose a theme. You're going to get a lot of different options here, but we're going to stay right at the top and we're going to choose basic white. When this opens, you're going to want to delete all of the little text boxes that are already there. So if you tap on each one, you can tap delete and then they will go away. Now, you're going to be looking in the top right-hand corner for a plus button. My iPad looks a little different, but then I'm going to tap the shapes button. I'm just going to tap a square. I'm going to move it off to the side, make it a little bit bigger. Now, this is also a text box, which means I can type in it. So if I double tap, my keyboard comes up and I can type my word problem, or I can tap this microphone in the bottom and I can just say my word problem and it will type it for me. So I'm going to go ahead and start typing my word problem here. Like I said, you're welcome to just use speech to text where you can just say your word problem and it will type it for you. The only issue is you have to tell it where to put punctuation, like periods and question marks and stuff like that. Now that I typed it, I'm going to make my font a little bit bigger. So I'm going to tap on my box and then I'm going to tap the paintbrush in the top right-hand corner. Now, I clicked fill because I want my box to be a different color. So I'm going to choose this orange color. And then I clicked the text tab in the top. And I'm going to change my text color to black. Now I'm going to tap that size button, the little plus button, and make it a little bit bigger. So now I can see my words really well. Now comes the fun part. So I'm going to add some shapes to illustrate my word problem. Now I chose boxes of markers. So when I tap my shapes button, I can search in the top and I'm typing in things like box or marker and I'm not really finding anything. So I just chose to use a plain black box and I will put them in there. So I'm going to need 5 because that's what my story problem says. So I'm just going to make 5 boxes. I'm just going to leave them black for now, just because my story problem didn't have matching shapes that show up in Keynote. Now, if you use something like animals in your story, there's a ton of animals that show up in Keynote that you can use. Okay, so I have all of my boxes done, my markers, and I'm going to put in a spot for my person to solve the problem. So I, again, just added a square and I made it a little bit bigger. Then I tap that paintbrush again because I want my box to actually just be white. And I'm actually going to toggle on that border button so that they know that this is where they should be solving the problem. So it gives them plenty of room to solve my math problem, and I also give them a picture to help them. All right, I know that it went kind of fast, so we're just gonna add another blank page and I'm gonna do this all over again. So again, you're looking for the plus sign in the top right-hand corner. I'm gonna add a box that allows me to double tap and I can type my word problem, or I can use the microphone on the bottom to just talk it. Now, I'm going to choose this one to be about animals so that I can show you all of the really cool things that show up in the shapes section of Keynote. So I love cows, so that's what I'm going to make mine about, is cows in a field. So I have my problem written. I'm going to tap on my box, tap my paintbrush, and this is where I'm going to go in and make my text bigger so that you can see it a lot better. I'm just going to leave my box black for this one. I feel like that's a pretty good size. So now I'm going to go back to my shapes button. I'm going to click my search bar and I'm going to search cow. And there he is. So now I need 6 cows, and so I'm going to go ahead, put my 6 cows in here and arrange them on my screen the way that I want them to. I want to make sure that I leave enough room for my friend to solve my problem though. So I'm gonna have to maneuver these around to make sure that they go in the right spot. Okay, so I have my 6 cows. I'm gonna move them off to the side so that I can give that whole right side to my partner so that they can solve it. So to give them room to solve, I'm just going to put another box on there. And again, like before, I'm going to make it white so that they know where to solve it, kind of like you would see like a piece of paper or like a dry erase board. So I just tapped on it, go over to style, make it white, got to toggle on that border so that you can see it. So now they have space to solve. So now I'm going to take a screenshot of my finished product, and I'm going to tap on it, and it allows me to crop right here right after I screenshot it. I'm going to crop it so that it just shows like my problem. I'm going to tap done, I'm going to click save to photos, and it's going to save to my camera roll. So now I'm ready to share it to the Padlet board that your teacher has created.